Oh, finally I managed to find a decent stream for myself. Okay, now I can reveal my face. Just a second. Where's my camera? Where's my camera? Where's my camera? Oh, I can't find it. Video capture device. Here I am. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. Even though I have to do one more thing before we start. Argentina currently has the ball in their possession, and we'll see what happens. I'll explain the story behind the picture underneath my camera. I don't know if you guys know about it. If you do know, please tell me in the chat so I don't repeat myself unnecessarily. But if you don't, I'll tell you more about it. Welcome Sarah, welcome Jada, welcome Dayan, welcome Yatsa. Let's hope Spain wins tonight. That's why we're here. So if Spain wins, we are going to celebrate. If not, it will be a sad night for the whole world because Argentina really doesn't deserve to win back-to-back. I rooted for them in 2022. They won their trophy. Now it's time for Spain to reclaim the glory and for the young goat Lamine Yamal to lift it. Just give me a second and I'll be back. Imagine they score a goal. By the way, why isn't the match progressing? Do I need to have the screen open all the time? I think I do. Yes. It seems like it. But if I go here, then it's working. Okay. So Spain had a shot on target. Ah, that's the problem. Okay, I'm gonna play it for myself on my phone. Not a big deal, guys. Not a big deal. Or I don't even have to watch. I mean, I'm not the biggest football fan out there. It's more important to teach some English expressions while we're here. So give me a second and I'll be back. Until then, you can enjoy watching the attack of Spain and then potentially scoring. They have a dangerous attack. The ball's in the box. Still dangerous. Let's have an early opener. Okay, nothing. I don't think they're going to score from this possession. Or could they? Could they? No. I think it was deflected by an Argentinian defender. But they're playing well. I like the pressure that they're applying. So far, so good. Spain is playing well. Come on, let's see the goal. Let's see the ball inside the net. Come on. It looks like they're so close. The Argentinians are defending well, I guess. But look at that. The ball is so close. Nothing. Better luck next time. we're ready for the show. Okay, so what do we have here? First off, we should explain the picture where my students should usually be, and that is a picture of the GOAT of football, Lionel Messi, giving a bath to a baby Lamine Yamal. So, is Lamine in the squad? I'm so well prepared to be a commentator. I don't even know the lineups. So, the word for the players in one team, the players who are going to start the match, is a lineup. So specifically the starting 11 will be the players who start the match, but those players included for the match, so the subs and especially the starting 11, are what we call the lineup. So the starting lineup and then the substitutes. Who do we have on the Spanish team? By the way, guys, if I'm being honest, I have very little idea about modern football. Like, when I think of Spain, I still think of Iniesta, Xavi, Piqué, Casillas. Those are the Spanish players in my head. So when I look at their team now and I see Simon Yu, I see Pora P. Who are those players? And they're good. Like, they play for Tottenham. But in my mind, they look like those Football Manager regions. Like, I feel like I'm playing Football Manager and I'm in the year 2040. No real players are out there. Nobody I can recognize. So let's just see the squads, see the lineups, and let's see how many players I actually know. So there are, let's say in the starting lineups of both teams, there are 22 players. Let's see how many I'm going to know. Simon Yu, no, I have no idea who that is. Poro P, once again, I got no clue. Kubarsi or Chubarsi, Kubarsi P, he's playing for Barcelona, very fittingly. I have no idea either. Laporte A, sounds familiar, but I don't actually know who that is. Cucurella, I've heard that name a lot this World Cup, but I have no clue who he is. Like, honestly, I don't know. Mr. Cucurella. Rodri rings a bell. I know Rodri. He plays for Manchester City. But I can't quite visualize his face. Like, I've heard of the name, and if you ask me about where he plays, I probably would have been able to tell you Man City, but I can't visualize his face, really. Ruiz F. Who the hell is Ruiz F? Lamine Yamal, I know him. There we go. That's him in the picture as a baby. A corner kick for Spain. They are currently leading in corners 1-0. That's good news. That's good news. As long as they are the ones pressing and attacking, I think we are in a good position. Another dangerous attack for the Spaniards. Maybe this time it ends up behind the net. No, it's a throw-in. So when the team has the ball, we call that a throw-in. In Serbian, we just call it an out. We say out, but in English, it's a throw-in. Keep that in mind. Let's go back to the players. So out of 8 possible players, I've only known 1. Olmo D, I know him. I've heard of the name. Baena A, no clue. And then this guy, Oyar Zabal, I am familiar with him. So let's say 3 out of 11 from the Spanish side. Is that embarrassing? I don't think so. Because football hasn't been the same. So they don't deserve to have their names known all the time. On the other hand, on the Argentinian side, Martinez E, I know him from the last World Cup when he saved that incredible chance Mbappe had. So I know him. Montiel G, He plays for River Plate. I obviously don't know him. Romero C. Carlos Romero? Is it his name? I don't know. But I can't count him. Martinez. Tagliafico. De Paul. Fernandez. A free kick, 2-all. Alright. We are handling the situation well. McAllister, Gonzalez, Messi, Alvarez. Let's say 4 people. Maximum. That's the maximum. But I do recognize more Argentinians. So, with that in mind, let's just say I know more Argentinians. However, I'm still gonna support Spain because I predicted Spain to win in my YouTube video that you should watch in case you haven't already. But I'm pretty sure all 7 people currently watching have seen that. I'm pretty confident in it. So if you did not, go check it out. Because I was able to predict the final. Guys. Argentina has the ball safe, so no danger for them there. I wish I could actually see what's going on, but due to copyright limitations, I'm not able to share that with you guys, so we are stuck with this match tracker. But why not? You know, why not? It gives us some interesting information, like the ball possession. Now you know that Spain controls 64% of the ball time, and Argentina leads in free kicks 3-2. They have a kick, well, far away from the goal. I don't think they'll be able to shoot directly at it, but we could see a nice cross by Messi or another creative Argentinian that could put the Spanish goal in danger. So let's see what happens there. Oh, and we're gonna have a hydration break. Who else hates hydration breaks? Because I definitely do. I despise them. When you really hate something a lot, you can say you despise it. So despise, hate very much. So I despise the hydration breaks. We've seen matches played in Canada, you know, at temperatures of 20 degrees outside, perfect weather for football, and yet we had those hydration breaks shoved down our throats. It's awful what they're turning football into. I honestly haven't been a huge fan of this World Cup so far. There have been too many teams, and the interference by the American government was more than embarrassing. So I do hope we can just put this behind us and move towards World Cup 2030. But I don't think World Cup 2030 will bring any improvements. Because once we get to World Cup 2030, we're probably going to have 64 teams, and it's going to be played in 15 different countries. I really don't know what FIFA is doing. They only care about money and nothing else. But I owe you the story of the picture you can find underneath me. And that is a picture taken back in 2008, I believe. It shows goals scored so far in the season: 19 Argentina, 13 Spain. So the Argentinians are more efficient. That's something to keep in mind. The Spaniards have so far focused more on tight defense, and that was how they won most of their games. Now they have a free kick near the half, what is the name of that line? Like half pitch line. Is that what we call it? I'm not actually sure, but it is the line down the middle that separates the pitch in 2 parts. So back to the picture. It was taken in around 28, 29, and we see Messi who was already a world-renowned player at that time, bathing. So remember, bath is the verb and the noun for the place where you go, but bathe is the verb of giving someone a bath. So we can actually see Messi bathing Lamine Yamal. How crazy is that? Can somebody join me in being freaking bamboozled by it? I don't know if we are seeing the FIFA trying to create a cool storyline like WWE, the World Wrestling Entertainment Company, but it's unbelievable. It is something straight out of a movie. A baby being bathed by Mr. Messi himself, playing in the final of a World Cup against Messi. Who could have predicted that? I didn't even know that that was real. I swear to God, when I first saw the picture, I did see the description saying, oh, this is Messi bathing Yamal in 2008, but I didn't think much of it. I thought it was just fake news. People were doing it for likes. The baby resembles Yamal a bit. Argentina has a dangerous attack. Please don't score. Please don't score. Please don't score. All right, thank God. Ball's safe. Have they gotten any cards so far? I don't think so. It's been a clean game. Nope. No cards. I don't think it's been super entertaining. If you look at the stats, it says Spain has 0.10 expected goals and Argentina has 0. So guys, I think you're better off listening to my rambling than to actually watching the game. You're not missing much. The Argentinians have successfully made 74 passes, while the Spaniards have made 144. So they are playing the more beautiful football so far. They've had one shot on target, whereas the Argentinians haven't had a single shot. So I don't think this is the most fun final we've seen. I think most people will prefer last night's game. 6-4 for England. That's what we call total football. Those are the score lines we used to have back in the day of, football without much strategy. Nowadays, with all the different parameters, everything being tracked, some of that spirit has been lost. When do they have the hydration breaks? It is already the 22nd minute. I think we're gonna see one soon, because they pretty much introduced hydration breaks to separate halves into quarters. So most likely in about 3 minutes. A dangerous attack, ball's safe again. I think we're fine, guys. I think we're fine. If I were to open the match on my phone and play it there, I would have a significant lag, so I would see what happens on screen before I could see it on my phone. But that way I could maybe describe the action to you in case you're not watching at home. And I believe most of you are watching on a TV. 1-0 in corner kicks for Spain. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But why is the ball not moving? What's going on near that corner flag? It still says dangerous attack. Maybe somebody is trying to keep the ball in that area. Okay, they've crossed it. And they've gotten a corner kick. Okay, so basically they tried to cross the ball. Somebody deflected it out of the playing field, out of play. And Spain has got a corner. but they didn't take it well, and the ball's back in the possession of the Argentinians. I should ask ChatGPT to give me some spicy information on the players. You know how football commentators always bring something up? Like Messi's best friend growing up is the uncle of Lamine Yamal, something like that. I need to try and come up with similar information. Let's actually do that. Let's just simulate the experience of a football commentator, or at very least a sports commentator, because I think they do a fun job. Why not give it a try? So, I'm gonna say to ChatGPT, give me interesting facts to share with my viewers during the World Cup final broadcast. Sports commentator style. There we go. Let's see what we get. Free kicks. Suddenly Argentina has 5. I think the referee has started doing his job. By the way, guys, if you're watching right now, make sure to stay tuned. I'm going to share some info that has been overlooked in the Western media. I haven't seen any mentions of it, but it is very important in terms of what's going on right now. The referee who is in charge of this game, the main referee, he comes from Slovenia, a country in the Balkans that used to be part of the former Yugoslavia. And we often report news about each other's celebrities, politicians, so on and so on. What happened some 10 years ago was that the referee, Mr. I forgot his name. Let me just check. What's the name of the referee of today's game? Where can I see that? Don't tell me there's no information on the referee. Yeah. His name is Vincic S. I don't know his full name, but Mr. Vincic S, who's officiating today's game, was caught with a high-profile prostitute from Serbia. And he wasn't there alone. He was there with some friends of his. Some certain amount of cocaine was found alongside all that. And the crazy thing is, his defense was, oh, I was found there by accident. I wanted to ask her for a charger. I don't know the exact defense he used, but it was something ridiculous, something clearly fake. So how can you entrust a man of such questionable moral to officiate the most important game in all of football? I think you would agree with me, guys. Like, what's more important than a World Cup? Even the Champions League doesn't matter as much because you get a new champion each season, and the passion that people have for their clubs is not on the same level as the passion people have for their national teams. So I don't understand how you can put a man caught with a prostitute snorting cocaine in charge of the World Cup final. That's all I'm saying. I rest my case. I'm not gonna mention anything else. But that is the type of info sports commentators should give you. And I'm very certain nobody else is going to mention this but me. So if I get arrested, if my channel gets taken down by FIFA for exposing their dirty secrets, it was my duty. I won't regret it. But back to my interesting facts. Are they ready? Okay, they're ready. So Argentina are one victory away from doing something no country has managed for 64 years, retaining the World Cup. To retain something means to keep it. So if you retain the trophy, you win it again after the initial win. Brazil were the last repeat champions, winning in 1958 and 1962. So no team has won back-to-back trophies since Brazil in 1962. Only Italy, our beloved Italians, I think they won in 1934 and 1938 under Mussolini's rule. So we can question the validity of those titles, but still you have to put some respect on their name. They are one of the few back-to-back champions. Spain's first world title came during their historic run of 3 consecutive major trophies. Yeah, that's right, I remember that. Euro 2008, the 2010 World Cup, and Euro 2012. And following that, they completely fell apart in the 2014 World Cup, which was a huge shock back then. Guys, is this match boring or what? Because honestly, so far, it hasn't produced much excitement. Should we just play some crosswords instead? Should we invite someone to join and chat with us? Because it's still 0-0, and I haven't even seen any traces of good chances. The stats still say 1 shot on target and 1 shot in total for Spain, while the Argentinians have 0 shots in total. I think I'm getting sleepy. Okay, let's just hope something happens. And nothing's happening. When will we have the hydration break? I'm waiting for that to go hydrate myself. Oh my gosh. Now, when you look at this and such games, I think that I understand why some Americans claim soccer, as they say, is boring. Because in all other major sports, like basketball, volleyball, even the American football, the action is constant and points are constantly scored, especially in a game like basketball. Like, you'll always have 3-pointers, dunks, blocks, steals. It's very dynamic. In this game so far, we've had 0 shots on target, 0 shots in total from the Argentinians, and 1 shot in total from the Spaniards. In 32 minutes of play, in the greatest game, the greatest level of competition the world of football has to offer. Now, obviously, I know that the stakes are incredibly high. Neither team wants to lose, but that's the problem. Okay, I'm sure that all the Argentinians are currently sitting in front of their screens, praying that Messi manages to score. Likewise, all the Spaniards are sitting in front of their screens, praying for a screamer from Lamine Yamal. But all of the people like us who are neutral, what are we watching? You know, I'd much rather have 4 goals in a half like we did last night with the England versus France game. 6-5 in free kicks for Argentina. Can they make something happen from this free kick? Let's wait and see. The Argentinians are attacking, and the ball's back in the possession of the Spaniards. I wish I could see the actual game, not for the sake of having a visual, but just to see what's going on. Like, is the game even intense, or are they just playing safely? You know, nobody wants to make a mistake. They just play short, safe passes, or when they see that the opponent is mounting some pressure, they just play it as far away from the goal as possible. That's something I'm curious about, because what we're seeing right now is just not entertaining. I don't think you guys are missing out on much. If you're sitting there watching me, believe me, you're better off here than watching the live broadcast. And when are we going to have the hydration break? Seriously, I'm starting to get worried for those players. They're gonna collapse on the pitch. And of course, we have an offside. Woohoo! 2-1 for Spain. Who doesn't like offsides? I'm a big fan of offsides. I hope they'll add a new rule that will disallow any goal scored by a player whose toenail is just slightly ahead of the defender's back heel. I don't know. I mean, the rules are ridiculous. I wish they could bring back the good old football without VAR, without any high-tech nonsense. If the player scores a goal and it's not ruled out within the first couple of seconds, then it's a goal. I'm sick and tired of all those instances where a player scores, takes off their jersey, they run to the fans, celebrate like crazy, and then we see the referee go like this. They do that, they review the goal, and more often than not, the goal's ruled out, and all that celebration was for nothing. I don't like it. I think we should just keep the goal line technology, because it's not something subjective. It either is a goal or it is not. And as far as all the subjective things go, we could apply the same, not just for the goal line technology. We could apply for all the lines, because the rules are clear. The entirety of the ball has to cross the line. If even the slightest part of it is still on the line, the goal won't count, or the ball is still considered to be in play. But when we have things like fouls, whether something was a penalty, whether something was worthy of a red card or not, it is completely subjective. And again, we're not even talking about fouls committed on players in control of the ball. We're seeing goals disallowed by things that happen 2 minutes prior during the build-up, just because it was continuous build-up, like in the case of that goal the Egyptians scored against the Argentinians. The ball possession is still 64-36. Not much has changed there. I hope we will at least see a change in the score line, and that the score line will say Spain 1, Argentina 0, but no. Top goal scorers, who scored 5? Oyarzabal, or whatever his name is. Messi has 8. He needs to score at least 2 to be level with Mbappe. I don't know who gets the golden boot then. Whether the assists matter, or if they just share the award, or something that he would like, and I'm sure all the Argentinian fans would like to see, Messi scoring a hat-trick, bringing his total goal tally to 11. But I don't think that's going to happen. What I do hope happens is we actually get some shots on the goal. Like, guys, it's unbelievable. We still haven't seen a single shot on target by the Argentinians. Even worse, we haven't seen a single shot by the Argentinians. And the Spaniards still have the same number of shots as they did 30 minutes ago. So I don't know if anybody is gonna score. Okay, the Argentinian goalkeeper saved a shot. That means Spain had a chance. They had a shot on target by Mr. Oyarzabala Mikel. I don't know how dangerous that was. Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of data that measures how dangerous a shot was. But we're seeing something. We're seeing some pressure by Spain. So let's hope they continue in the same manner and they can crack the Argentinians open. My other app says 0 big chances, which basically means, okay, they shot on target, but it was one of those shots that just went on the ground and the goalkeeper was, comfortable collecting. It wasn't something that gave them much trouble. And you can't even count that as a chance. I mean, it's not a real opportunity. 5 minutes to go, though we don't even know anymore. Like that's another thing I dislike. We don't even know how much time is left. Back in the day, if a referee extended the first half by more than 2 minutes, it was considered controversial. Like, why are you extending it by so much? But these days, they extend games by 11, 12, 15 minutes. I really don't know what they're doing. Suddenly, the Spanish have... Oh, Argentina picks up a yellow card. Who is it? We won't have that piece of information. Shame on you, football tracker. I can tell you it is Martinez, Lisandro Martinez, who plays for Manchester United and whose contract expires next year on the 30th of June. So he's either going to sign an extension now, or we'll see him moving elsewhere. His overall rating wasn't terrible last year. It was 6.9. He played 18 matches, and to be fair, he did not score any goals, nor did he have any assists. So not the greatest season for him on the club level, but who knows? Maybe he does something incredible in this game and becomes his country's hero. I'm sure he'd like that. Did he play against England? He did. His rating was 7, and he picked up a yellow card in that game too. He scored a goal against Cape Verde, and that was it from him this tournament. But he had good ratings in most games. So he is a valuable player. Let's see if this yellow card affects Argentinians. Balls safe in their possession. It doesn't seem they were affected by what's happened so far. Who knows though? It could change. It could change. We're waiting for that. We are in the 42nd minute and nothing has changed. It is still 0-0. Spain had 2 corner kicks. They had 2 shots on target, which is their total of shots as well. They are dominating the possession, 65-35, and Argentina has picked up 1 yellow card. That's it from this game. Could we have a late first half goal? Shot off target? Okay. Cucurella, Mark. I think this guy knows what he's doing. All the people named Mark, Marco, Marcos, I'm sure those people can handle whatever challenge they face. So, let's see. Is Messi the GOAT, and are the tickets too expensive? Well, I mean, if you're asking why the tickets are so expensive, I'd say that it has to do with Messi, because the Americans are crazy for Messi. They know him more than they do Ronaldo. He is their local hero, almost like an NBA superstar, albeit at a lower level, at a lower scale. However, I'm pretty sure the tickets would be... Oh, they are substituting. They're subbing off Mr. Martinez, and Otamendi is coming on. We all love Otamendi, the football heritage. If you guys don't know that interview, it is one of the most iconic press conferences in football history. It was done by no other than Mr. Special himself, the special one, Mourinho, and he was talking about the heritage that Manchester City at the time had with players like Aguero and Otamendi. Where does Otamendi play now? Oh, River Plate. He is 38. Damn, I feel old now. I remember back then he was considered a relatively young player, but now my man's already 38. And this could be the game with the highest amount of play time for him, because he previously played 33 minutes against Austria, all 90 minutes against Jordan, which was just a, trivial game. It wasn't something worth mentioning. He was on the bench throughout the game against Cape Verde. He came on for 1 minute against Egypt, played 15 minutes against Switzerland, and 18 minutes against England. So this will be one of the more active games for him. We have 4 minutes of injury time, or stoppage time, as some would call it. And are we going to see anything interesting? Oh, it went from safe to dangerous attack, which could mean somebody made a mistake. Is this the moment Argentina changes the score line? No. Spain has successfully defended, and the ball is out of play. It's a throw-in for Argentina. 1 minute into the stoppage time, 3 more minutes to go. Did we have the hydration break? That's something bothering me right now. Guys, if you're watching this, if you're listening to me, please tell me, did we have a hydration break? Because I did not catch it. I don't think we had it. And it's super strange. Maybe they just decided to give us pure football for the final, even though this performance from both teams has been, I don't know. I can't say disappointing, because it is the final and you can expect both teams to be careful. However, it would be nice to see some goals. When I thought about this match, I had 1-1 being the score at the halftime. And then I thought Spain could win 3-1. But, thinking about it now, I should have known that it would be a defensive affair and that neither team would attack much. Because Spain so far has been the team to win through good defense. And, the Argentinians, they might even go for the penalties. Or they're going to wait for the final 10 minutes and then start playing seriously, as they've done in their previous games against England and Cape Verde and Egypt. So 9-7 free kicks for Spain. Of course, most of those were just, small free kicks in their own half. Nothing dangerous. We have 1 minute left of injury time to play, and it will mark the end of this rather underwhelming first half. I think we had the word underwhelming in the past. It means when something fails to deliver, when you expected more, but it did not happen. That is how I would describe the first half. So 0-0. How many shots? 3 total shots by Spain, 2 on target, and 0 shots by Argentina. Does anybody enjoy this game at this point? That is the question. 15 more seconds. Come on, just blow the whistle. Let's go for the halftime break. Let's have a halftime show. We could guess Wordle. I'll do that. We'll just guess Wordle. If nothing happens in the remaining minutes, and I don't think anything is gonna happen. So this is it. Maybe not. No. Halftime. Halftime. I'm so curious to see if people are going to say any good things about this match, because I don't think anything interesting has happened so far. It's been so underwhelming. At least the music's good. There are some positives to it. Do 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 do. I'm checking all the other live streams, and most of them are using the same picture as me. They're using this picture of Messi bathing the little Yamal. Of course they're gonna do that. It is by far the most iconic picture out there. So what can I do? I mean, I can show the highlights. Should I dare to do that? No. I'm not gonna mess with the copyright claims. FIFA is very keen on deleting anything that has to do with their copyrighted items, copyrighted broadcasts. So we shouldn't mess with that. What can we do now? Let's play Wordle, guys. Where's my Wordle? Wordle. Oh no, if I play Wordle there, it might mess with how I've adjusted my screen. So no Wordle then. Let's just wait for the second half to start, I guess. Go for a hydration break and then continue. It seems like we had a hydration break in the 26th minute, and I didn't even realize that. That's how entertaining the game was. Like, you know, it's truly entertaining when you don't even realize they're not playing. Oof, I'm not satisfied with the game, guys. Are any of you watching it? Are you happy with how it is going? Because I'm not. I expected more, but let's find out what happens in the second half. What do I say? I mean, I even prepared some cool sounds. I hope they won't be too loud for you. Where are they? Yes. Oh, my music's over. Have I been streaming for 1 hour? Crazy, time flies. Because I've been talking a lot, but not because the game was super interesting. Okay, let me just play some of the sounds. For example, can I turn it down though? I don't want to scare you. Yeah, I think I can turn it down here. So for example, something like this, you know.
Messi, 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 Messi.
When
Immens
Argentina
Messi.
scores,
Encara
for
Messi,
example.
Messi, 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 Messi.
How do I pause it? Okay, I've stopped it. Something like that, you know? Something that would make the stream interesting, you know? Something like this.
Messi.
Something like this. Something like this, you know? When Spain scores and I get closer to my prediction, you know, coming true. Even this. Oh, if you've ever put any money on a betting site, you'll recognize this sound. Brings me back to some, I don't know if I would call them good old days, but brings me back to the old days. Let's just put it that way. However, I couldn't use that sound because nothing's happened in the game. There were no goals, and really nothing worthy of mention. I'm gonna use this one. When they score, this is being spent. But first, somebody needs to score. Wow, it lasts a while. So when Spain scores, expect that. But until then, we'll just be waiting indefinitely. Okay, back to it. 80,663 people. That's the capacity. The weather is good. New York, New Jersey Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Pitch condition good. I don't know if that is the maximum or it could be better than that. I'd expect the maximum to be excellent. So if it is not the maximum, then what are those people doing? Why are we playing the biggest event on a pitch that's not at the highest quality? I mean, guys, look at this. If you want to check a match and see whether it was fun or not without actually watching it, just look at these stats. If you see ball safe, attack 24-17, dangerous attack 25-6, you'll know it's not super fun. Correct score matrix. So the most likely outcome is 0-0 at 26%. The slightly less likely outcome is 1-0 to Spain. The significantly, so half as likely outcome is 1-0 to Spain. 1-0 is basically as likely as that. So they really don't think Spain is going to lose. And then Spain winning 2-0 stands at 9%, which is not terrible. I mean, it is doable. It could happen, but we will see though. Halftime, I've revealed the dirty secrets behind this man. In case you missed it, I can repeat. Just let me know in the chat. The manager of Spain is De La Fuente Luis, and the manager of Argentina is Lionel Scaloni. So basically, if you want to be someone important in the world of Argentinian football, your name has to be Lionel. It's as simple as that, really. Those are the rules of the game. Again, oh, we have some more stats. I like this. Conversion rate, obviously 0% for both teams. You can see, I don't know what this one stands for. I didn't even think Argentina had a single shot. What else do we have? Cards, fouls 7-9, free kicks 9-7, 2-1 offsides. Quite boring. Performance. How do I read this graph? Under, over. I mean, they look identical. Does it just say like how bad they were, or what is the concept here? I don't get it. Do we have any other stats? Nope. That's all. When will the game restart? How much more time do we have left? I don't think there's much time left. Let's read the comments of other people online. What are they saying? Is Justin Bieber performing? Everybody's saying it's awful. This is the cringiest SH ever. This is why people make fun of you. The entire show looks like AI. Muting this SH. Madonna was 100% pre-recorded. Oh, we're having a halftime show, guys. Was that even a thing in the past? Did we used to have halftime shows at the World Cup? Please refresh my mind, refresh my memory. I mean, I really can't believe what this World Cup is turning into. Disgraceful. Not complaining. This looks like the gayest halftime ever with rainbow colors and stuff. Hey, those guys from that soccer show, everyone stopped watching. Okay, so basically everybody's commenting on the halftime show. 359 people are typing on Reddit. Oh God, make it stop. Oh no, K-pop. Rigged halftime show. Rigged means it is predetermined. So they decided what was gonna happen ahead of time. If the match is rigged, it is fixed, meaning that the score is known before the match is even played. But you can't really rig the halftime show, or can you? I mean, obviously it is a possibility. FIFA feels so Americanized, right? I agree with that comment. Why does this look like the Super Bowl? We don't need that. We should have a pure footballing experience that we used to have in the past. What the hell is this halftime show crap? This isn't Super Bowl. What a shit show. I mean, I have 7 people watching. Why should I avoid cursing? And it's not even such a bad word. They even had BTS performing. So it's Justin Bieber, BTS, Madonna. It's so random. I mean, what was the criteria? Maybe like different stages, different eras of popularity. Song choice could be a lot better. They won me over by starting with Ronaldo in the driver's seat. Okay, so they're paying some homage to Mr. Ronaldo, who, I mean, we've all determined he's gonna retire, but I wouldn't be shocked if Ronaldo just said, you know what? I'll give it one last try in 2030 in front of the home crowd in Portugal, because I believe Portugal is hosting the World Cup, or they're just going to have maybe 2 or 3 games played in one of their stadiums. I don't know the exact details, but I've seen people speculate seriously that Ronaldo might come back for one last World Cup in 2030, at which point he would already be 40, what, 45, right? Unbelievable. But that makes me wonder if Messi is going to perform in 2030. The Argentinians are really trying to win the trophy for Messi now. They would like to make it his best farewell, make it in style, but it is not certain he's going to retire. He is 3 years Ronaldo's junior. So by the time the 2030 World Cup comes around, Messi's going to be 41. Now, if Ronaldo could play at 40, why couldn't Messi play at 41, considering his play style is much more technical, less physical? I mean, Messi is still the star of this team. He is still the best player on the pitch. He is still the one who drives the team forwards. Why couldn't we see Messi coming off the bench in 2030? I think it is a reasonable thought. I'm not saying it is going to happen. We are much more likely not to see Messi in 2030, but if I had to bet on either Messi or Ronaldo coming back for the 2030 edition, I'd put my money on Messi. And imagine Messi winning it in front of the Portuguese crowd. Now, that would be disgraceful for Ronaldo. That would be something he would most like to avoid. Okay, folks, when is the halftime show going to end? I'm getting impatient, and I believe most of you are getting impatient. We want to watch some football, not a collection of random performers. Did Tom Cruise give a speech? What's going on? Shakira's performing too? Gosh, what have done to look at my boy. Look how they've massacred my boy. I don't know if you guys know that meme from the movie The Godfather, but it is true. I don't know what they've done with the World Cup. Oh, I should turn on some music, by the way. It feels Silence. We don't want that kind of silence. We are talking about a World Cup after all. So let's say football music, but no copyright. Football music. Not bad, not bad. Okay, okay, I like this beat. I like the concept. Cool. And the game is still not on. Mind you, the game is still not on. We're still waiting for the second half to commence, to start. But we are in no hurry. Oof. I nearly knocked my sunglasses off the desk. That would have been bad. This is my own halftime show. And we're still not starting, guys. Guys. What is going on? Wait a second. World Cup halftime show. I don't know how much you're going to see because of how I've adjusted the screen, but I think you'll be able to see some of it. So past 24 hours. Like this is what's going on now. Can I make it less than 24 hours? Custom range? No, I can't. 24 hours is the shortest time I can set it to. But we're literally having this instead of football being played. And I'm pretty sure it's been more than 15 minutes. I can't understand why. I genuinely cannot. Has the second half started? Not yet. Are you kidding me? It still hasn't started? What's the point of this entire World Cup? Is it just to promote globally famous artists? Like, I'd rather have anonymous performers at this point. You could at least give them a chance to showcase their talent in front of the global crowd. But why the hell do we have Justin Bieber channeling his inner Messi? I don't want to see that. I want Lamine Yamal channel his inner Messi and score and confirm my World Cup prediction. I mean, I swear to God, at this point, I'm just going to play my own prediction video. I mean, I might as well just do it, you know? Because I can't wait for the halftime to end, for the halftime show to end. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Let's just do that. how could I change my screen and adjust it so that you guys see that? I might have an idea. Give me a second. Let's see how that is going to look. Oh, the music is good. This is better than the actual halftime show. It's hyping me up. I need to get some water. It makes me feel like the actual football is just around the corner. Like, we might actually see players move. Well, not us. We're gonna see some letters on the screen and some lines all over the place, but it's still better than this. Just waiting for Shakira and Justin Bieber to end their performances. So let's hydrate ourselves a bit. Are the players back on the pitch? Wait, no. This is just lagging. Halftime is still ongoing. Or we have officially begun. Because Gonzalez is out and Paredes is on. But I can't see the game started. I mean, I have to check what's going on. Guys, I don't know if this 1 second of screen time is going to cost me my channel, but I really have to see if the game is on or not. Give me a second. Are they playing or not? Okay, they are finally playing. I don't know if I could leave the screen like that in the back. Like, are they really gonna give me a copyright strike for it? Maybe if I cover it like this. Huh. Maybe I could make it work like that. Because it's so tiny. I mean, even if I just try to scratch my nose. I mean, it's cool. I can't see much, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see more. Now the real question is, do I get copyrighted for this or not? Because I'm sure FIFA has some really high-tech detection software that scans the pixels of every stream out there. Oh, the goalkeeper save. Can you guys see it? Ooh, that was a decent chance. That was a decent chance. Okay. I think we're gonna see a more active second half. I think that the match tracker is a bit behind, or my screen could be a bit behind, because it says Argentina has a dangerous attack, and it doesn't feel like the Argentinians are attacking dangerously. They seem to be on their half of the field. So I think this isn't the most up-to-date thing. But we're waiting. No, I think I can just leave the screen out. Come on. How can they give me copyright for this nonsense? You can't even see what's going on there. It's so blurred. Let me check the quality of my stream. Am I watching at the highest quality? It says 720, which is the highest level you can get on your phone. Perhaps it could be higher on your PC, but I think I should be fine. I'm not really broadcasting the game, right? It's just something happening in the background. Like, you know, I could accidentally turn it on and not even realize it's over there. But frankly, the game is not interesting, guys. That's the biggest problem. There's nothing going on. Like, if it were a game like last night, England versus France, with 10 goals scored, now that would be something worthy of live streaming. But what is this? You know, there haven't been any good chances. So we're waiting for something to change. Until then, we're just left with an underwhelming match. So I can go back to my regular position. The screen is gonna be in the background, so if something interesting happens, I'm gonna turn around and see what is actually going on. Oh wait, I'm blocking the screen now. Okay, I'm gonna sit like this. So if somebody's actually watching, you can enjoy the view. How visible is it on a laptop? Let me check. If I were, if I were on a laptop, how well could I see it? Oh, just a second. Nah, it's not really visible. Like, this is the kind of stream I'd watch in my high school days, you know, not being able to afford any cable TV. I just go and watch anything, you know. That's the kind of live stream. But to be fair, you can still kind of see what is going on. This is a time capsule. This is how people watched football in 1954. You know, this is the quality of live streaming they had. The music is top-notch. That's the best part of this stream. Not the actual game, just the music. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna keep the screen on. It's not super helpful. So I'll just turn it off and turn it back on if a team manages to score. But that doesn't appear to be likely now. Let's just focus on, I don't know, talking about the stats. 11-9 for Argentina. Such an underwhelming game, guys. I was really hoping for more, but this has been very disappointing so far. So Argentina picked up another yellow card, and it was picked up by the player who was subbed on in the 46th minute. So basically the player who came on at halftime. That's a problem. And who is this guy? Leandro Paredes. He plays for Boca Juniors. Hasn't scored any goals. He picked up one yellow card against Austria. I don't know if he could prove to be an integral part of Argentina's victory or not. Free kicks, 11-11. Free kicks are the only thing that keeps rising. I mean, Spain, it still says 0 big chances. I don't know what the criteria is, what truly makes a chance big, but it pretty much tells us nothing truly exciting has happened yet. Shot blocked. Okay, cool. They had a shot, not even on target. I mean, it was blocked, but they're shooting. They're shooting. They'll get there. Argentina goal kick. Can something interesting happen, please? Who's out? Gonzalo Montiel and Nahuel Molina is in. Why is this guy off? Did he get injured, or was there another reason? Maybe a tactical sub, but subbing off a defender for another defender doesn't make much sense unless it was due to an injury. Terrible. World Cup final pitch criticized after slow start to Spain versus Argentina. Let's just read this article because nothing's happening in the game. This might very well go down to the penalties, which is scary when you think about it. When a good game goes down to penalties, it is fun, it is entertaining, but when a game like this goes down to penalties, nobody's happy, and definitely not me. Ian Wright led criticism of the World Cup final pitch following a goalless first half between Spain and Argentina at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's ridiculous, it's poor, it's terrible, Wright said on ITV, before adding that the pitch was bobbly and dry. Okay, Spain has a good free kick. Let's turn the TV on. Let's see what happens. Have they taken the free kick? I guess they have. And did anything happen? I guess not. So they fouled Lamine Yamal. Or no, that wasn't Lamine Yamal. That was someone else. They foul him. And then... Okay. It's some 16 meters is the edge of the penalty box. So this is some 20-ish, 22, 23 meters away. They could score this, guys. They definitely could. I'll show the screen to you once it is ready. Whoa. Did you see that? I think the referee sprayed that white thing that they use to mark the line for the free kick into one player's eyes. Now, what did I tell you about that guy? He's crazy. He was caught with a prostitute and now he is officiating the World Cup final. That shouldn't be allowed. Okay, this might be the moment Spain scores. This might just be the moment. Will they shoot on target or cross it? I feel like they're crossing it. They're not gonna waste this chance on a direct shot. Oh, nothing. Oh. Okay, it's a chance. Is it gonna be a... No, it's gonna be nothing. It's a throw-in. Great. So fun. Another substitute. Ferran Torres is on. Okay, Ferran Torres is on. And also, I don't know which device is behind. Oh, my TV is behind, I guess, because I could see the substitute before I saw it on my TV. Though, they might have just announced it at the same moment I turned off my TV, because I turned it off when they called for a throw-in. So, might be a coincidence. Anyways, guys, let's talk about other things around the final. I'm gonna need a charger for my phone. I'm at 7% of battery, and it doesn't look like this is going to end in 90 minutes. Oof. The ball is cleared after Lamine Yamal attempted to dribble past an opposing player. Guys, sorry, but nothing's happening. Let's see what the news are saying. Melania Trump's patriotic outfit draws attention at the World Cup final. Folks, that's the headline. That's the biggest news about this World Cup final. Melania Trump's outfit. Shot on target. Okay, that was Danny Olmo. Goalkeeper save. Was it a good chance? Let's check it. Oh, perfect. Well, I don't think it was that good of a chance. Like, have a look. I think the goalkeeper could have done better. I think he definitely could have just caught it. Didn't have to deflect it into the corner, but okay. It is what it is. The Spanish team is going to have a corner. I can actually see what's going on here. 4-1 in corners. Could they score? Could Spain actually score here? Okay, that was a decent chance. That was a decent chance. It might have looked better to me than it actually was. Take a look. Okay, it was definitely not as good as I thought. Fair enough. I overestimated the opportunity there. Okay, back to our match tracker. It's the only thing that hasn't disappointed us so far. Shot on target, Spain, but still no goals. Goalkeeper safe. Okay, I mean, Spain has been having some more concrete attacks. So maybe they will actually... Oh, that was a decent strike. That was a decent chance, actually. Okay, Spain is getting there. I think we are going to see Spain score a goal. The only thing I'm afraid of is Spain seemingly dominating, starting to have more concrete attacks, and then Argentina just sneaking one past their goalkeeper and winning the whole thing. What's this guy saying? I think they're gonna have a hydration break soon, so this won't be over anytime soon, unfortunately. Are there any other things we can watch? There's some Serbian football. Imagine Americans who are not football fans tuning into this live and just watching this instead of the World Cup final. Could they even tell the difference? I mean, this is pretty condescending. I'm pretty sure they could tell the difference. This game is being played in front of an empty stadium, which is the norm for our local football. And there are 80,000 spectators at the stadium in New Jersey. So that is the big difference between the two. Well, let's go back to Spain versus... Yeah, it's the hydration break. If they're showing ads like this... Perfect, guys. The hydration break. Woo! I'm gonna hydrate myself as well, you know? Why not? I'm a living being just like those football players. This is the catch. I guess they don't have any special screen for the hydration break because obviously the hydration break is a new concept made for this tournament. So instead of showing hydration break, it just shows us the ball stuck on the Argentinian side of the field. And there's going to be a substitution. Christian Romero is off. Facundo Medina is on. Another swap of defenders. So Argentina has no intention of playing beautiful football, and instead they're just gonna throw all their cards at defense. Let's see if it pays off. I hope it doesn't, honestly, because they deserve to lose with that kind of approach. What did I say? Really? Let's check the stats. Okay, Spain has had 8 total shots, 5 shots on target, and 1 big chance. Let's check. Let's find out more about that 1 big chance. Ferran Torres rises above the opponent's defense and heads a precise cross towards the middle of the goal. His effort, however, is blocked by Emiliano Martinez, who pulls off a comfortable save. So we saw that, guys. We saw that moment, even on TV. That was not a big chance. Not at all. Argentina hasn't shot a single time on Spain's goal. Do you guys realize what that means? A team in the World Cup final hasn't had a single shot, not on target, total, like in total. What kind of harambol are these Argentinians playing? Shot on target. Was it a good chance? Goalkeeper save. Okay, that's something. That's something. Let's check it. Sounded promising. I mean, guys, was that really a big chance? Was there really anything worth mentioning? Take a look. Definitely not something worth mentioning. No. Nothing interesting is ever gonna happen in this game. The most boring final ever. I agree. I second that. Absolutely. When I think of World Cup finals that I can remember, I can really remember how many. 1, 2, 3. I can remember every single final from 2010. 2010 was the first final I could truly remember and I actually watched. I don't think it was the most entertaining one, but I mean, the 2014 final 2 was, what was the score? It went to extra time. It was 0-0, and then Germany scored in extra time. I can't remember 2010 how that went, but what I know is that 2018 and 2022 gave us some incredible finals. Maybe that's why this feels so awful, because we've gotten used to really entertaining, high-scoring finals that this is just not it, you know? This isn't how the World Cup finals should be. One corner kick. That's everything Argentina has been able to achieve so far. Let's just read through the stats. I swear to God, that's the only thing we have left to do that's not completely boring. I mean, all the stats are red. Can you guys see that? It's all red. It's all Spain. The only stats that you can really see from the Argentina side are the ball possession, which they're obviously going to have, and one corner kick. That's all they've been able to achieve so far in this game. I think we are, Sarah. I think we are. I don't know. How do you feel about this final? Because it's been terribly boring for me. You know how I was excited? I was trying to do my commentary in the first half, but the second half has just destroyed any hope that I had. This is so pointless. I don't know what the Argentinians are doing, but they do not deserve to win the World Cup after such a performance. We should really not see them lift the trophy. It's gotta be Spain after this. The best way to hide the tricks? You mean, is Argentina doing this intentionally? So they just go all out in the final minutes of the game? Or maybe they play their best football in the extra time? Is that what you're suggesting? Because I don't feel like that. I feel like they just aren't good enough. No, I mean, they're definitely good, but they're afraid of conceding, and they know that if they concede one goal, it could be game over for them. So they're just doing what Red Star did in the Champions League final in 1991. So they are intentionally not letting Spain play football, and they are just clearing every ball that comes into their box as far away as possible so they ensure they don't concede. I feel like that's their tactic. I mean, the penalties are going to be fun to watch. They always are. They're exciting. But the problem is, every team I've supported at this World Cup has lost on penalties. Like, I predicted Germany would go through. It was Paraguay that went through. I predicted... Who else was there? I mean, I predicted Senegal to go through. They gave away a penalty in the final minute of extra time, and they got knocked out by Belgium. I predicted Australia to go through, and they lost to Egypt on penalties. So somehow, it always ends up being the opposing team that goes through when the game goes down to penalties. So I'm afraid that if this goes to penalties, it's gonna be Argentina that walks away victorious. And after this performance, I really don't think they deserve it. Oof, I hope Spain can somehow score now. Spare us. Spare us from penalties. Like, that's what I need them to do. Just don't send this game to penalties. That's all I'm asking for. No pens, please. I agree. I agree. No pens. We don't need that. We don't want any penalties. But I'm afraid that's what we're gonna see. First, 30 minutes of extra time. And who knows, maybe some, you know, regulation time show. We're gonna have Billie Eilish perform, perhaps. Because I'm sure they're gonna find a way to monetize every single second of this final. Shot off target, Rodri. At least music's good. That's my solace. Solace is something that gives you comfort when everything else is bad. So solace, something that gives you comfort when things are bad. So if you are in a bad situation, you can say, at least this is my solace. Like, it ended badly, but at least it was a fun game. Or, you know, at least Messi didn't win the golden boot. Let's say that is something a Ronaldo fan could say. If Argentina wins the World Cup, they could say, this is terrible. We're not happy that Messi has won another trophy, but our only solace is that he didn't win the golden boot. That is an example sentence for solace in this case. Argentina has a free kick. Could they actually score now? I swear to God, if they score now, I'm going to go crazy. And not for a good reason. Because they did not deserve to win. Oh, but it's far, far away from the box. I don't think they're going to do anything with this. Oh, it was on Messi. They hit him well. Gotta be honest. They got him pretty well there. Imagine they score now. Oof. I'd hate to see that. Ooh, okay. It was in the danger zone, but they got it out. Maybe a counterattack? Could it be? Could it be? Let's go, guys. So close to it. Ah. Goalkeeper save. So they did have a shot at the goal. Okay, so this is what happened. Spain played it through. Ooh, it was 3-on-3. And there was a guy free on the other side. Ah, why did you shoot it? Who shot it? Was it Yamal? No, you were supposed to switch sides. Had he crossed it to the other side, I think we... Oh, a red card! A red card for one Argentinian player. Of course, this is Argentina. VAR could intervene. We could see that red card being canceled. So don't get too excited, guys. But Argentina could be down to 9 men. Argentina could very well be down to 9 men. Ooh, yes. Well-deserved. A well-deserved red card. Look at that. He got the poor guy flying. I mean, it's as clear as a day. Look at this. Look at this. They all deserve a yellow card for this. Only the captain is allowed to talk to the referee. Do you guys remember that new rule? Only the captain can speak to the referee. And somehow, all the Argentinian players are now gathering around the referee and they're pressuring him. What that means is they all deserve a yellow card each, to say the least. Now, I'm completely unbiased here. I'm just speaking the truth. And Mr. Pau Kubrasi, whatever his surname is now injured because of that awful challenge. Who got sent off? So when a player gets a red card, we say they are sent off in English. Remember that, sent off. So who got sent off? I mean, I swear to God, I don't know. Like back in the day, if this were the 2010 World Cup or the 2014 World Cup, I'd know every single player on each team. But now, I got no clue. And they're saying this Spanish guy covered his mouth, which is an automatic red card, according to the new rules. Are they actually going to give him a red card? That'd be unbelievable. That'd be crazy. That would make Argentina the most despicable team of this World Cup, and potentially the most despicable, so the most disgusting team. I don't want to say ever. I mean, I feel like I'm being too harsh on the Argentinians, and I rooted for them with all my heart in the semis against England, but I really don't think they deserve this trophy. I'm just being honest. And I think most of us are on the same page. Okay, that's it, guys. I don't think we're going to see any last-minute winners. We have the match tracker there, which can tell us if Spain scores, and they got a free kick close to the goal. Let's see what happened there. Okay, they intercepted the ball. And then this man was taken down near the edge of the box. Close to the edge of the box. So, guys, there's a chance. There's a chance. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to look at my screen because my screen is gonna reveal what happens. So I'm gonna look at the TV. This could be a moment for history. This could be the moment football triumphs over. I don't know how I would define. How could you define what Argentina has done so far? It's not as close as I thought initially. It's pretty far away. I'm not sure if a direct strike would be the right thing to do there, honestly. We're all waiting for something big, but I don't know if they can do it. If they score here, it's most likely gonna be a deflection and somebody else just putting it in the net from the box. I don't think we're gonna see a free kick goal, but who knows? Let's see. Who's taking it? I'm not wearing my contact lenses. Oh, is it gonna be Lamine Yamal? Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Make history. We believe in you. Come on, Lamine. Come on, Yamal. Do it. Do it for that picture on my stream. For Messi, who gave you a bath. Show you are his rightful heir. Come on. Strike it. It's taking a while. My gosh. How long is it gonna take? Lamine! Woo! That was so close! Oh my god! That was so close! And it was on target! It was going in! It was going in! God damn it. How did he save that? Whew. We could have been done, but unfortunately we have more of this final to come. Sorry to any headphone users who got disturbed by my scream. I was a bit emotional in that moment. I thought it was it. I thought Spain had them. Unfortunately, though, we're still here. We have 30 more minutes of this. But I do believe this World Cup trophy is going to Madrid. So I'll go grab my charger real quick. And we'll be back for the extra time. I'm back, guys, but I'm honestly considering just ending the stream because I don't see any point in this. Like, my phone's out of battery and nothing interesting is happening in the game. So you know what? I might just say goodbye. And that means you won't be able to see my reactions when hopefully Yamal lifts the trophy. But frankly speaking, I just can't bother with it. This World Cup final has been a disappointment, and I don't know what could redeem it. What could make it interesting? Maybe some moment, crazy moment in extra time, maybe. But I really feel like we're going down to penalties. And what does this mean? First FT. First what? Free time. I don't get it. What does FT stand for? It should be ET. Or is it ET and I just can't see the bottom part of it? Most likely the latter. But yeah, folks, I think that we've had enough of this, and we'll just let the two teams play football for the rest of the night. So whoever joined, whoever watched, I thank you so much for being here. Until tomorrow when we go back to our regular streams, I wish you a good night, and may Spain win. Bye bye.